Welcome everyone, this is a preview of a legendary aircraft, no other than the F-16 Fighting Falcon. Now I don't know about you guys, but this is actually my most favourite of the modern fighters. I think it's because I've seen so many of them over the years performing at air shows, but also because way back in the day when Falcon 4 was a thing, that really set the passion for me personally for this particular aircraft. And so it's really great to see it in the skies of Microsoft Flight Simulator, brought to life by SC Design. This is a preview look, okay, so it's a beta, it's an early sort of build, and so I'm not going to be reviewing it as such, but I will be giving you my impressions of what it's like, particularly whilst flying in the 8Kx, the Pimax 8Kx, which seems to be the perfect headset for me to fly something like this. Because that field of view really does count when you're in the cockpit, which we're going to go into right now. So you can see here, everything is looking very, very nice, very convincing. I have to say the textures, generally speaking, are pretty damn good. They're very, very crisp, but please bear in mind that this has the sort of nice modelling, flight modelling that you'd expect from the real thing. But it's within the limitations of the sim right now. But what I do like about SC Designs and DC Designs is that in some ways this aircraft is like an early access model, and throughout the remaining months and even years they are going to update the aircraft as the sim matures and you get better features. There's not many developers out there that do that, so I do really like that and respect that. Right, with that being said, what we're going to do is we're going to bring up the toolbar, the infamous toolbar, and we're just going to set, actually, because you can get, you have all manner of options here, like external tanks, which do show, by the way. If I put the external tank in there, go outside, look at that, wow. But we're not going to need that for today, because we're going to do an air show at RAF Fairford. We was here not long ago, actually, in the F-18 Hornet, and this is where I love to test out the fighter aircraft, I guess, in this sim, particularly because this is famous for the Royal International Air Tattoo. So it seems like the perfect playground. We are, however, going to add some missiles to the wing tips, because I just think that looks great. I'm just going to use my keyboard now. Bit cumbersome. Kind of wish there was a way in the sim to do this. Look at that. That, to me, looks right, with the missiles on the wing there. Now, of course, there's plenty of liveries on offer, including the Thunderbirds livery, but I just like the proper grey sort of look to the F-16. It just looks right for me. Now, to start this up, it's pretty damn simple, to be fair. Just going to click the battery on here and the avionics panel. The HUD will come into life, which is not like that in the real thing, but having said that, the HUD is on by default. There is no sort of bit test to do. There's no sort of FCS page or any sort of alignment that you need to do either. This is why I say it's certainly not a study level aircraft, and it's not designed to be, it's not meant to be a study level aircraft, okay? Having said that, I do feel that the look and feel of it is very nice indeed. I'm intrigued to see though how it flies, because I've flown the Falcon 4 F-16 a lot, and also the DCS version. I'm not going to compare it to that. Sorry, my tracking went a bit weird there. I'm not going to compare it to that because that would be ridiculous, but I am going to see what it feels like in terms of how it flies. Right then. With that being said, we're now going to start the engine up. Just move forward a bit. I love how I feel in this cockpit in the 8Kx, because you really feel enclosed and that canopy goes all around you. It's amazing. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now and let you enjoy the sounds. There she goes. That kind of like thing it does where it over revs. I don't know why it does that. All the aircraft do that in the in Microsoft Flight Simulator, but that's not realistic, but that's fine. The sounds, generally speaking, are good. I don't think they're the best sounds I've heard from DC Designs. And compared to the real thing and of course other sims, I do think they could be done better, if I'm honest, if I'm brutally honest, but having said that, they're not terrible at all. I mean, listen to it. It sounds brutish. It still sounds very nice, and in the DMAS audio, which I'm using at the moment in the Pimax, it does sound very nice, but I'm just being a bit picky there. I think they could be improved even more. Hey folks, sorry to interrupt my own video, but this is important. I'm actually from the future, and this is a updated version that I got sent by SC Designs, and the sounds have been improved hugely. It's got that kind of raw sound that I was looking for, and that more metallic whine that the sort of F-16 is known for. So everything I've just said, please just ignore, because it now sounds even better like this. Oh boy. Now you might not think it sounds that much different on the video, but trust me, in the headphones, oh, it sounds incredible. But yeah, anyway, I just thought I'd let you know, and back to the video. Right, anyway, we're now going to start taxiing to the runway. We could put a bit of lighting on, to be fair, that probably would make sense. And come down here to this side. Maybe a bit of console lighting. Yeah, that'll do. Let's just, by the way, I really like this display here. It's like a FLIR page display rather, and it looks very convincing, and it's a clever way of sort of utilizing what's available at the moment in terms of the avionics you can fit into these aircraft from the actual sim itself. But you can see here we've got a fully functional autopilot system. The systems, you know, I mean, you don't have a proper working RWR that I'm aware of anyway. We'll put it on anyway. And of course there's no weapons, because that's something that the sim doesn't really allow at the moment. But you know, it looks nice. You've got this display here, which I'm very familiar with. Right, anyway, let's go and taxi to the runway, and we'll check out what this aircraft feels like and how it flies. Let's just open the canopy actually quickly. Oh, I like that. The sound does change. Very cool. In fact, I think we'll taxi like that, and we'll make sure the ejection seat is locked, and we'll get cracking. Right, so as we taxi out, we'll just pull the canopy back in again. That's a nice feeling doing that. I love it. It's great to be back at Fairford again in a absolutely incredible modern day aircraft. Well, I'll say modern day. The F-16, she's getting a bit long in the tooth now. I think there's with this package you get many variants, including the F-16D model. But at the moment of time it's recording, this is the only one with these sounds. We'll put the landing light on as well here. Now hopefully this will look half decent on the mirror, because as I say, I'm using the 8Kx. It's a bit of a resource hog, this headset, but you know, getting it set up correctly is essential, and I'm getting there with it. I am getting there. This is feeling actually quite nice. This is feeling very much like I remember the F-16 to feel. You know, a bit of a difference from the F-18 Hornet, which I know is a free module, but you can really see where all the work's gone here. This is feeling really nice. Let's see the air brake come out there. Unmistakable. My poor pilot is really struggling here. This feels, actually the flight modelling, that is where I am most impressed with, actually. Right, we'll do a tight turn now. Yeah, this feels good. 6G, and the F-16 can pull up to 9Gs. 7G there. I'm almost straining with the pilot. Oh, this is great. This is great. I'm loving this. Do a bit of a nice roll. It just feels so well modelled. Yeah, absolutely. This feels really, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how DC Designs makes these flight models so wow, but really this does feel superb. I've met my hero and I'm not disappointed. Right, we're going to do a really fast pass now. There we go. Building speed. The HUD, by the way, in VR looks fantastic.
Altitude. Altitude.
Whoa, there we go. Oh my god. A modern fighter jet with these visuals, and it's a very nice model. The actual flight modeling feels very, very realistic. This is where your money's going. Oh, it feels absolutely incredible. Like the F-16 feels like you're putting it on, like you're wearing it. A bit like, it reminds me of the Spitfire in that respect. And in VR you get that experience. Absolutely fantastic. I'm loving it. Loving this aircraft. The proof's in the pudding. It's when you're flying, and that feeling when you're flying in this aircraft is absolutely fantastic. I think the afterburner could do with a bit more improvement as well, but all these things will be improved. We'll get the air brake out now, unmistakable with the F-16. And you can hear the rumbling effects as well. That's very cool. I have to say, because they've also modelled the fly-by-wire characteristics, and you can really feel it. You can feel like the computer is doing stuff. Like at the moment, I'm going to slow down now, and the aircraft feels really precise. And, you know, you kind of... it's easy to fly, really easy to fly, just like the real thing should be. Even when you're doing sort of really tight turns. But just the overall feel, the overall package of flying in VR, that's the important thing for me, and how it feels, and it does feel absolutely fantastic. Right, we'll do a run in and break then. Just going to make this a fairly short video. Please be aware, any stuttering on the mirror is not visible in VR. It's very challenging to record VR, and I'm always on the lookout for better techniques. But in the headset, I'm smiling a lot. Here we go then. Coming in for a...
Altitude.
There's Bitchin' Betty. Yeah, she just flies really well. Oh, look at that. Wow, that's a full-on 8G, 9G turn. Spot on. Absolutely spot on. Yeah, this behaves like any other F-16 I've flown in a simulator, including the DCS version. I think the flight modelling is superb. Right, anyway, we're now going to land. Wish me luck. Get underneath 250 knots, gear coming down. So now we have the AOA, or angle of attack indicator. I'm just going to plonk that on the end of the runway. The HUD display looks really clear, very, very nice. Aim for about 150 knots. And you basically fly her onto the runway here. Feeling good. This is feeling really nice. Ooh, touchdown there. I'm happy with that landing, particularly as I'm trying to show you outside as well. So there we are, guys. That is the SC Designs F-16 Fighting Falcon. I love it, just like I've always loved this aircraft. I will give you my full review once it's released properly, but from this early beta version, overall, I really love it. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye for now. And also, feel free to subscribe if you haven't done already, as 80% of my viewers who regularly watch my content and not subscribed. So feel free. And I'm going to stop this recording, fill up and go again, because this was just absolutely fantastic. Right, I'm going now. See you soon. Take care.